a shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Try this play. I don't know if this play gonna work, but we about to see. I feel like we about to have so many holes in it. Yeah, this should be
out of the gun, gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Goff. And it is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Let's see him try this.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Goff again. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
This Bengal defense looking crazy and looking better than the Bears, huh?
It moves quickly on him. A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
30 chances, huh? You got 30 games, huh?
They are going for it. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, this offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be one of transition. Marvin Lewis, second longest tenured head coach in the NFL, been with the Bengals since 2003, Charles. Let go on December 31st, Happy New Year, after a third straight season of no playoff football.
And he actually made that franchise relevant. You remember what a wreck it was when he took over? And then he turned them into a perennial playoff team. Unfortunately, went 0-7 in the playoffs. That helped lead to his demise. When you look at them going forward, though, there are some pieces in place, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They've got a quarterback in Andy Dalton, have a receiver in A.J. Green. That's where things start when they start the rebuilding process.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy.
You want me to? I'm gonna unhook that thing. I'm gonna come unhook that thing and move it out there in a minute.
He just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't know what's wrong with that printer.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton.
Oh, I should have waited,
to the left side here for Eifert. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ow! Sound like big dog.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The football going back over to the Rams here, and you think back to that Super Bowl. So they average almost 33 points a game during the regular season. Then they get into the Super Bowl in the first half, 6 drives, 6 punts, and, of course, they only muster 3 points all game long.
The punter, Johnny Hecker, got quite the workout, didn't he? He ended up going 8 straight drives where he ran on the field and punted the football before a third-quarter field goal on drive number 9. There were times during the season he didn't punt it 8 times in a 3-game span. So that was very unusual, but let's look at the positives for them. They were 4-12 in 2016 were the Rams. They were in the Super Bowl after the 2018 season. That's pretty significant.
Yeah, and they'll get Cooper Kupp back next year as well and have a lot of the pieces back to make another run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever.
Over here, over here. You're good. Check 9. Over here, yes. Slam. Up.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Look at the play. Look at the play.
Really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DB's love.
That was his route. All I did was I seen him blitzing, so I max protect, and I left his route what it was. So I just helped him through the ball with his play action. Like, I don't have my previous play on, but I know you do, and I know you can see that route. Oh, it's a beautiful play for what you're trying to do. It's gotta work. You gotta work.
And the pitch goes to Mixon.
Come on! Oh my God!
Nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, that was touchdown. That nigga, that is stupid. Dog, why would you get that wide and get in my way like that? Come on, bro.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Madden's so funny for that.
2nd down, Dalton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
I did him dirty.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 49 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
How you get down here that fast?
On 1st down, gone. Now he's flushed out and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yeah, I'm about to get a lot after this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Before we started, I knew you got out of class late.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
They close at 10, so you're going to probably get that before then.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vontez Burfict.
Yeah, what's her name? Kim, she said she was going to be up by 8, but then I think she said she's going to be up by 9 because I guess she had to go do something too. So a couple other people going to do that. I think Irie Allen coming in there too.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right. We got four.
Nah. Probably could have.
Dalton here from the gun. Caught Eifert over the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I just threw a jump ball to Tyler Eifert. That's all I realized.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Dalton, 1st and 10. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, and misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away.
Damn, that's how you do. I got the
and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Tomorrow.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
No, look at that boy.
Pressure coming, and they
that nigga was so wide open.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
I don't know how he got that wide open if that was man-to-man.
The booth ready for quarter number 3.
After so long, he was by himself. That's crazy.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
Oh, I was open. Come on.
From the Rams defense.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So Dalton now. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it's Mixon. Look at the dance and the juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show they can run the
you had
ball,
everybody to the
lead,
left side of the field and in the
backs,
middle.
play a little bit of keep
away,
away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
I'm tweaking. That was my fault.
He pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That was my fault.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. And Dalton to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead was swelled by 1 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last game against the Bears,
1st and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get
the Bengal pressure, gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos to the left. In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on third. Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Cup, and he's got a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Goff on first down.
Oh, it's a flag.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
Because I was still in the swing mode, man. Like trying to swing off the line, and he dove, man. I don't know what that was about. I ain't even tripping. Get it back.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Must have been there. I must have been. What I was in.
15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
He got beat bad. I saw that, and then
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Little boss.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First
what are you
and
running?
10
What are you doing?
at their 25-yard line.
I'm saying they're like,
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. It's second down. Dalton looking to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch this formation right here. I know you've seen this. You should have seen it before. It's funny, though.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton sets up play action. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Mark Barron able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
They passed it up. I remember when the first...
Fielded just inside the 20. And, he spins past him and into space. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position.
I audible because I was running the ball, then I audibled it. Whatever you pick coming out that thing, that's what you stuck with. Oh no, I can't do that.
We got 3. We got
Goff on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll find Everett there complete.
Yeah, I'm about to be leaving.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So we might be in that bit till we might be studying till about 3-4 in the morning. Loyola, they're gonna close at 2, but we gonna go to. They got a little coffee shop at Tulane that be open. Yeah, dog.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's gonna be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Well, I'm blitzing, so I don't know.
From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He drops it off for Bernard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And they're going to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Here's Dalton. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the toss, Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort.
Niggas go hit to the line.
Second touchdown of the afternoon.
All right, dog.
And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
I ain't gonna probably be on the mark, so I got. Well, then I'm supposed to be going to the 3 So if it rains, I might
Bullock
get on.
to add the extra point. Extra point.